Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down, Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 39, Allen. Open man, here's Foster. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. General West. Switch, kill, turn up, kill, turn up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Mike Brown, 80. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Back. Alert. That's him. Hey. Nice 7.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. The Bills' passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Check my Eddie! I'm coming alert! Hey, tight. Check three! Begin! 61, matchbox, lights.
Now Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 2nd down, it's Young, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set, 18 Gator. They can't hang with us. Let's go.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. Looking sideline, incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tighten up. Fight.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Butler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the ready.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Running, it's Drake. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the Bills' 48-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Hey, Echo. On the pin.
They'll drop the throw. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And some space here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Watch out, watch out. Tight end right, tight end right. Hey, 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 we got 3 down, 3 down. Check 9, check 9. Watch the end. Regular, 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 regular. Alert!
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Check, 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 check. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Hey, hey, switch gears. Hey, tight, tight, tight. Tighten up. Stop, 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 stop. Check 15, check 15.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He'll look to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ready. 50, Max, 50. Woo-hoo. Hey, wahoo, step.
Out of the gun now on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight. Middle. 56.
Now Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And an alley to run. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll set up to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood! Get it!
2nd and 10. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Kenyon Drake, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
To the air, Allen. He'll let it go deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
53 is mine. Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Slam. Alert. Slam. Alert.
Allen now on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it was much more of a duck than a design back shoulder throw.
50 minus 50.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Strong right. 3 out.
Right.
50,
Seam 7.
Looking to throw. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Allen now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, it's Drake. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch twins. Check 13. Check 13. Check 24. Check 24. Motion. Go.
Now they try the right side here. And some room to work. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check 50 on 52.
Throwing now is Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Pass. 24. Check 24. Middle.
Allen now looks to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here. On nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Drake. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. On 2nd down now, it's Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check out.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Back to you. Check. Check hot route. Hot. 36.
Half 35.
Check.
From his end zone on 3rd and long, Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were.
And got his man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. David Moore. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Stop. Twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Allen. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Young. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Back now in Arlington. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Regular.
Shit.
Hey, hold.
Wide, get wide.
From the 44, Allen, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Robert Foster with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
Let's go. Let's do it.
First and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Brings up second and 12.
Check.
At the
Crouch.
38-yard line.
Crouch. Check. 52's the mic. Check. 52's the mic.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
52's the mic. 52's the mic. Let's go. Kid 21. Kid 21. Singles.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, let's get this. Get this. 5-2.
On second and 12, Allen. Buying time to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. They stay on the ground with Drake. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Cowboys on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaq Lawson getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Everybody, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. You ain't going nowhere. Mike 20, go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Five. Let's go.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. This is caught by Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Come on, fellas.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Aguilar has it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field in.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, 25. 25 the mic. It's been a long day for you.
And they will take a knee here.
On the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bills, They boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.